And we're back on Thursday nights, even though we'll probably not do it that much longer for the rest of 2025. This is Spitball Media Podcast. This is your weekly look where we spit out the top entertainment stories of the week. My name is John Draper. Shah, how are things in the old Philly town?
Fucking freezing, man. I am dying out here. It is cold as hell. I saw a couple little snowflakes today. Kind of terrified me. I don't know, man. All is well. I can't complain other than the weather.
Is that a Fly Videodrome hoodie you got wearing there?
Yeah.
Hail the new flesh. I should say that on the back if it was cool. I would say it in the back. And of course, B-Show Brian, you're looking very wintry. You look like you're about to do a musical version of Newsies.
I don't know if I'm starting to look like Orson Welles with kind
young
of
Orson Welles. Young Orson Welles. Yeah.
Or who's the guy from Indiana Jones? The dude with the fez. I am the monarch of the sea. The guy who meets Indy over in Egypt or whatever. But one of the two.
Yeah.
But no, it's fucking freezing over here. It's
Cold.
been like 20 every day. We had like 70-mile-an-hour winds last night. It was
I have
nuts.
it right now. It's a nightmare in upstate New York. But listen, people, it's chilly outside. But you know it would be nice and warm. A good warm feeling you can get if you head on over to patreon.com/Spitball Media for $5, Shah. I mean, we're talking the cheapest gift you can give a person, give to yourself, and that's over 1,000 hours of exclusive Audible content.
And you deserve it. You know, it's Christmas is coming up. Spend $5 on yourself. You deserve it. We deserve it. Everybody wins. $5 a month, man. Patreon.
And of course, B-Show Brian, you know, what good gift. It's a great stocking stuffer. What better way to stuff your own stocking than with a $5 gift to yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's a time of year. Treat yourself. You know, maybe you don't feel appreciated. I know sometimes dads, you go to work, you go to the job, you come home. Sometimes they treat you like dad ain't shit. And, give yourself some Spitball Media. Like Shah said, there's thousands of hours of content. We have our bonus shows every month. We have a year-end best of that we're probably going to do on the free, but we're always talking about, other people's best of. The last time Shah and I did it, it ended up being pretty fun. We're going to have one tonight for the Patreon show. So go check us out, Spitball Media at Patreon. I'm not going to say backslash and all that shit. I'm going to say backsplash.
It's a tongue twister there. It's patreon.com/Spitball Media. $5. And Shah, unlike everything else since COVID, this has not gone up.
This has not gone up, man. It's the only thing that I can name. My last hope was Arizona iced teas, and like I said, man, they took the price off of them bitches too. So
yeah.
We're the last of the Mohicans, man. We're the last one standing.
We really are. And by the way, we're the Arizona iced tea B-Show, Brian, of Patreon Patreon expenses, I think.
Yes, we are. Shows are going up every day, and that's fine for them, but we're not doing that to you guys. $5 a month. It's going to stay that way. I saw videos today of like Black Friday where they're saying today Black Friday only a sticker for the price, and then people are peeling the stickers off, and it's the same price from a week ago behind it.
I saw that. Yeah, it's like a Walmart thing, right?
Yeah, that fuckery's never going to happen here. So
unbelievable.
Keep it tuned in.
$5, and by the way, there's a goddamn good group of people in that group with you. Okay, and they've been some of them have been contributing to the show since day zero, and they're often in this chat each and every week. So if you're listening to us on the free, thank you for checking us out. We really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And of course, tell a friend. Join in on the fun. If you get in now, you can get in on the year-end Q&A, which Shah really is the signature piece of the Patreon, even though you get 4 bonus shows week, 4 extra bonus shows and an additional bonus show. And technically, you get 6 bonus shows.
Yeah, the holiday season is definitely my favorite on Patreon, just because we do like themed shows and all the Q&As are typically themed around the holidays. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. We had a good Halloween one, did a Thanksgiving one, so we got some Christmas questions coming up, I'm sure. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it.
And of course, thank you guys for chilling with us in the chat. B-Show, who's chilling tonight? Who's freezing with us in the old chat room?
Quite a few friends. We got Marquise joining us.
Marquise, he's freezing.
Kevco TV.
Freezing.
We got Don Stoney.
Cold.
Joe Punches.
Not warm.
Robbie Desjardins.
Opposite of hot as far as temperature goes.
We got Chris Matthews.
Burr, chill.
and backwards Baron Corbin rounding out the group.
Oh,
so
I haven't
far.
seen him in a bit. Happy backwards, Baron Corbin. How are you? You know, Baron Corbin doesn't technically exist anymore. I don't know if you're going to go by his Christian name there. It's like
Backwards Baron Corbin had a longer career than Baron Corbin did.
he did. He's more successful. You're more successful, backwards Baron Corbin. But thank you guys for chilling out. We got an action-packed show today. I just want to point out that if you do join the Patreon, you can get in on the year-end Q&A. And in a couple of weeks, we will be dropping the Motherload Show. That is our top 5 horror films of 2024. We will have a schedule change here. We'll probably move to Tuesdays probably, or possibly a Wednesday for the year end. We'll do that in the next couple of weeks. Just out of curiosity, and if you happen to have them in the chat, I'd love to hear them. Shah, do you know your final 5? I now have 7, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I have a top 10. So we'll definitely discuss the top 5, but I'd like to at least mention the other 5 as like honorable mentions.
Yeah, we always do.
Because I
do you have your final 5? Do you have your final 5?
I do, but I'm planning on watching Cuckoo and possibly Smile 2.
Oh boy, okay.
I don't know. I'd like to watch The Front Room too. I've missed out.
I really want to watch it. I really want to watch it. What's up?
But
Daniel
so
Frank?
far, I haven't figured out as far as what I've watched. I have a top 5, well, top 10 for sure. But it depends on if I watch those two to three movies.
Okay. And of course, we are giving Nosferatu a mulligan. B-show, we had said that for because it's Christmas. There's just no one's going to see it prior to literally on Jesus' birthday there. But B-show, do you have your final 5?
I'm pretty sure I do, except I still want to see what's the one he just mentioned that drops on Hulu? Cuckoo. I want to see Cuckoo, Strange Darling, and Terrifier. Those are the 3 I want to see yet.
Oh yeah, you have to see those.
Oh yeah, that's going to be difficult for you right there. If you God, by the way, B-show, if you see all 3, you're fucked. Like, I don't know what you're going to do. Your list is fucked.
And if you squeeze in like the Heretic in the middle of that, dude.
Your list is fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked. But if you guys got your 5, I'd love you guys to throw some in there. You don't have to give us your full 5, but just some of the ones that you think will be on the list. Speaking of Smile 2, miraculously Paramount Plus, which by the way, I'm finding to be a very solid streaming service, comparatively speaking, because the stuff they have is not Legion, but it's good. And their TV stuff with Taylor Sheridan is just killing it right now at Landman, and they have the Yellowstone prequel and the post prequel and all that stuff. So Lioness is fantastic. I'm a super Taylor Sheridan fan. But Smile 2 dropped midweek this week, and B-show Brian, you got to see it. Shah has not seen it, so I want to get your thoughts on it real quick.
So it's like a lot of movies that I saw already this year where like there's a lot of movies that I really liked and there's so much to like about them. And I feel like I'm being picky because there's certain stuff I don't like. Part of it was, I'll just bookend both of them. The lead actress in that movie was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Shah, wait till you see this girl. She carries, this is literally like watching somebody carry a movie on their fucking shoulders.
It's like we talked about in No One Will Save You, where like if that girl's performance was dog shit, it would have killed the whole movie.
Yeah.
This one was amazing. And the way they weave the story in, I'm not going to, I don't want to ruin it.
I know it's hard. From the opening scene.
Yes. Well, from the opening scene, I don't know if I really got the opening scene, so I have to go back and watch it again.
Okay. Big part of the movie.
Yeah, but I don't know where it's stitched in from. But regardless of that, I must have missed something. But no, the writing's really good. The story's good. It's shot extremely well. It's beautiful. I think it being a studio film, I think they overdid some of the overhead, like upside down shots a little too much. It would be like, hey, she grabs a coffee, cut to the next scene, but let's transition with an upside down building. After a while, it was like, all right, I get it.
She drinks a lot of Voss water. Like, that's very odd. I don't know. Bisha, I do have to ask you one thing, and again, I know it's tricky because Shah hasn't seen it. A lot of people have not seen it, and we don't want to fuck the movie for anybody. What about that fucking ending?
I like the ending. I did not like the CG on the monster.
Okay.
I didn't. That was the one thing is like I was really into it. There was a couple things I was like, maybe. Performances were awesome. Cinematography was great. Score is great too.
Score is amazing.
And then we saw the monster, and the idea was cool. I didn't like the CG. So
okay. Shah, what have you heard about Smile 2? I'm sure you're going to be seeing it very soon.
No, I've heard nothing but great things so far. The CG kind of scares me though, to be honest with you, because the first movie, like I loved the way the monster looked, so I was hoping that they're gonna carry that on to the second one.
Yeah,
Um,
they do. I mean, it's a little difficult. Because I'm sorry, I can't ruin
the
it for you,
first
Shah.
one was CGI, right? Or was that practical?
I think
couldn't
we
even tell.
saw that it was practical. Actually,
It was a blend,
it
yeah.
was a blend
Okay.
because the opening of the mouth and everything, but then there was a physical, practical creature.
So I'm guessing they didn't do that for the second one. It was all just CGI.
Can't not gonna we're not gonna go there.
I think it was. I think it was a little bit of both, but
Yeah, it was.
like when you first see the monster in full, you can tell it's computerized and it's not really.
Well, I was
all that
also
great.
thinking also, Shah, the concept of the ending is massive.
Yeah,
I mean, like life changing, like massive. Could be like for the third one, fucking hell, like wow, like I'll tell you an interesting footnote about this movie, B Show. That was shot in my town. Part of it, the arena is my town. A lot of the exteriors are nearby to me. That arena is supposed to be Madison Square Garden. Is actually the arena that is our arena here. Like where my kids graduate high school and all that stuff. I recognized it immediately. Yeah, so I don't know that they shot that much in the city. But Shah, you really need to check it out. I'm curious, B Show. I don't want to put you on the spot, but is it knocking on the door of the Final Five?
it has to.
Yeah, it's tough not to.
Yeah, it's like in some ways I liked it more than Long Legs.
Wow.
In some ways
my
I
God.
just the way everything came together.
Woo.
And when it hits you at the end of the movie, like it's in that split second where it happens, you're like, "Oh fuck, this is what's going on," and then everything unfolds. It was really cool. Yeah.
Shah, you know how like that first ending, you were like, "Damn!" Like you were like, "Yo!" Like it gets you, like the seriousness of it, the fucking visuals, the audio. They kicked this up about 100 degrees because they had to top that ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I
you
love
said
the ending to the first one. Like I didn't expect it to be that big when the monster came out, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like this thing's the size of a dinosaur. Like what the fuck is that?
yeah.
So I enjoyed that. I'm hoping they don't go like the Cloverfield route with it, where they make it like the size of a fucking building.
It's a T-Rex now. It's a T-Rex.
Oh, okay.
No,
Bang a gong.
it's a T-Rex now. Speaking of T-Rex, interesting thing was we're talking about this. I want to mention Gladiator 2, which I saw over the weekend, but over the holiday. But does anybody know why Longlegs is not streaming like 8 months later? Like, where is it? When Smile 2 was in movie theaters 2 months ago. Has anyone thought about this shot? Like,
That's true. Yeah,
It's not anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't think about it because I I don't really stream. I bought the disc. But yeah, that is odd. Usually they come. I mean, within couple weeks out of the theater, they're streaming somewhere.
It's not.
You can pay for it on YouTube, Apple TV, Prime, Fandango, and Google Play, but there's nowhere like on a streaming service that's already paid for.
Guys, it came out in like March, right?
Well, let me ask you a question. Being the acclaimed movie that it was and the scariest movie of the year, do you think that's a calculated ploy to say, "Yep, we're not giving this shit away for free. You're gonna have to pay for this shit"?
I have a theory, and this is based apropos of nothing. I think because he has a massive movie opening in early February, they're saving whatever they did was the studio is saving it to drop on a streaming service to push the interest into going to see the Monkey movie there. I mean, that's what I think. But
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Kevco is saying streaming on Pirates Bay. Well, I mean, every what isn't there? But before we get into the litany of things we want to do, I did see Gladiator 2. I saw it with one of my kids. I will say this: performance is fantastic. Everything looks good. People are doing a good job in the film. Denzel's great. Pedro Pascal is actually a very good role for him, actually. But it felt a little unnecessary. That's the most I'll say about it. You know what I mean, Shah? It's like it literally. I don't want to say too much, but it literally is Gladiator 1. It's the same story. Like they don't even deviate almost in any way from the first Gladiator. It is like almost note for note the plot of Gladiator.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've heard, is that it's a carbon copy of the first one, except it's just, the believability is pushed to a level where it's kind of like silly. I haven't seen it, so I don't really know what happens in the movie. But I'm guessing some of the action scenes are maybe just kind of, a little out there. But
It's like the Fast and the Furious in the Gladiator.
that sound good,
Really,
man.
it's fair, but it doesn't. But here's the thing, guys: it doesn't look bad necessarily because he
Yeah.
used a lot of real shit. I will tell you this without ruining it for anybody: there is a fucking scene. I still like, and Violet missed it. Violet went to the bathroom. I was like, "You just missed the craziest scene I've seen." Instead of fighting gladiators, they fight rabid monkeys, and it's batshit fucking.
It sounds amazing, though. To be honest with you.
Yo, it is like some like crazy. Like, I'm not even talking about like if the monkeys look real or not. Clearly, they're not real. They fight rabid killer monkeys, and like dozens of like attacking, ripping,
Oh my
people
God.
apart, tearing limbs off, and it's fucking bananas, dude. And it's kind of early in the movie when like establishing the fucking plot, and I'm like, yo, are they gonna fight the dogs with bees in their mouth, like, next or something? B-show, yeah, they fight. It's a gladiator pit to the death with killer, not apes, monkeys.
Like chimps, like
Chimps.
Holy
Yeah, with-
shit!
Like
See, like
rabid chimpanzees.
at first, I was like, maybe I don't need to see this movie. Between that and the rhinoceros, I think I have to see this movie now.
I like the rhinoceros thing. I thought it was a cool idea. I just thought it looked cool. I don't care if it looks fake. It just was a cool idea. Dude, a motherfucker coming at you on a rhino? Come on, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I think those are the scenes that turn people off. But like, I'm into that. Like, I think
Yeah,
it's a cool
I was
concept.
into
I like shit like that. So I don't know. I'm all for it. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy the second one, man.
I think you're gonna be like, I liked everything about this movie.
I just recently rewatched the first one. I hadn't seen it since it came out in like 2000 or whenever it came out.
Yeah, long time ago. Early
yeah.
2001, 2. I know it could have been 2000. A lot of homage to the first one, clearly. But Bisha, what have you heard about the movie? I feel like it got a mixed bag, but it did pretty goddamn good.
I haven't heard anything about it, but when I look at, like, there's a Forbes article when I pull it up. It says, dreadful, pointless sequel that never should have been made. I think we talked about that last week.
Oh, that's Eric's review, right?
I think so. I'm not
Yeah,
looking
that's
at
the guy
name.
we like. Yeah, I like him. I correspond with him a little bit. He's a good guy.
Okay. 71% from critics, 83% from audience. So, I mean, not bad.
Because of the crazy shit. It's got crazy shit in it. It's got rhinos, sharks, rabid monkeys. Shot. It kind of feels like, dude.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see
killer,
this.
like a pit of killer sharks. It's like
Is that what they flood
FMW.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, they flood the Coliseum with killer sharks.
Oh,
that's
shit!
amazing. Oh, okay, so that's the scene that people hated because I heard that.
Yeah,
it's
people really
silly.
didn't like it because they said it wasn't realistic, and I'm
Right.
like,
Okay.
nothing is this is realistic.
Well, that's what I mentioned a couple weeks ago because I had seen some reviews. And when I mentioned that they flooded the stadium.
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah.
Done that.
Bisho had mentioned that's a real thing that they do.
They have. Yeah.
What I didn't know is the sharks were included. So that's what
They have
did.
historically done fake battles, like famous stories, like from Homer and the Odyssey. Whatever.
Like ship battles, not
like
shark
ship
battles.
Yeah, like the guy comes out and he's like, "We are going to reenact the blah." But in this, they kicked it up. They Fast and Furious did and threw sharks in there. And now it's like they're shooting each other with cannons and fucking sharks and flaming arrows, and you're either gonna burn to death on the ship or get eaten by the shark, and the blood is in the water. I like it's got bananas shit. It's just felt unnecessary. That's all. Like, you know what I mean? And as far as I'm concerned, it was good. It was good. Not great. I think the Paul Mescal guy might not have been the best person for this. He seems like he's channeling Russell Crowe. Looks good. Everybody's got like everybody's looking great. Denzel's crazy in this fucking movie. He's fucking huge. Like he's a great bad guy. Like to see him like really fucking nasty. Pedro Pascal's got a good role. And of course they bring the mistress there, the Gumar of Russell Crowe in there because you need to tell that story. But yeah, I think you guys are gonna like it. I think it's definitely a fun movie. Violet never saw Gladiator 1. She loves that Paul Mescal guy. He's like a hot commodity to people in her age group. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to see this for this motherfucker. And then She was in love with the movie but she also didn't know, like, it didn't impact her in any way. And I'm like, I said to her, I go, it's literally the same movie. She goes, well, now I have to watch Gladiator. And I was like, well,
Nice.
yeah, you're gonna feel like you already saw it though. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It's a fine movie. I don't get the hate, but if somebody said it was unnecessary and but I think you two would really dig it. And then Kevco points out it is officially the highest grossing film of Denzel's career, of a 30-year storied career. It made 300 mil. So Shah, that they are doing another one at 83. Ridley Scott's already working on another one. He don't give a fuck.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to, man. I mean, he's trying to get it back into Alien. He's like what, like 85 now? Or
He's
some
80.
shit?
He's 83. He's 83.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I hope he can pull it off. I'd love to.
Can
see
you
another
imagine,
Alien.
Shah, this motherfucker cranks out another Aliens and another Gladiator by like
Yeah.
89 or something, and you're just like, this motherfucker, man. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's
Don't
83,
count him.
dude. No, don't count him out. Look, and by the way, guys, there's people in that age group still making movies. I mean, not a lot.
Scorsese. I mean, he's got like
Yeah.
2.
Clint Eastwood just released his last movie.
Yeah,
90.
90 something, 95
He's
or
in his
something.
90s. He's 95. He's like his 90s.
He's walking around like Hans Moleman, and he's still making movies.
He just released it, and he's a hands-on guy. He's been making movies nonstop, not being in them physically because he can't do it. And what's his face, Shah? Didn't David Lynch just physically have to tap out because of cancer? He was still making shit.
I don't want to misspeak on that. I really don't know.
It might be emphysema or COPD, but it's something like that.
He said I can't do it anymore because he's sick. So he was trying to still make movies.
Probably emphysema, man. He smoked cigarettes in Philadelphia for like 30 years.
Oh yeah. All he does is smoke cigarettes all day.
I didn't know Eraserhead is supposed to be Philadelphia. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't-
he
I thought
lived
it
in
was-
Philadelphia for a long time. He was like, Philadelphia made me crazy, and I wanted to show my version of industrial Philadelphia, which makes sense because Philadelphia is an industrial city. So like, that setting kind of makes sense now. You know what I mean? That dreadful.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Did not know that. But yeah, I mean, it's worth checking out. I mean, look, there's better things you can see, but there's certainly worse things you can see. But it is a pretty big success, and it does seem like the audience is responding more to it, B-Show, than critics, because they seem to not give a fuck. They just want to see Gladiator shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing, like the Fast and the Furious coasted on for a long time, is people aren't looking for anything deep. They just want to like check their brain off. They want to see some cars go fast. Exactly. And Mission Impossible, the early ones, they were a little bit more detailed, like some of the back and forth backstabbing and who's really on whose team and stuff. I get that, but it wasn't exactly James Bond.
It wasn't. No, it's not James Bond.
It was let's jump out of a helicopter and hang onto a bullet train. So, and a lot of people just want to go see that stuff. A lot of people, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, they just want to go and like forget about the world and see some cool shit, and then that's it. They're not going to analyze it.
Well,
and hang on.
this is a good movie. If that's honestly what you're going strictly for the entertainment, it's entertaining. Good performances. The sets look great. Everything's real. There's probably 5,000 extras in this fucking movie. There's a lot of detail to the clothing. The fucking, the settings. They built the Coliseum. All that shit you're seeing is legit. And it's got killer monkeys in it. So fuck it. Go see it. So they announced the Critics' Choice Awards today. Two things I wanted to mention for the Critics' Choice. Now, this is sort of the beginning of we had the Independent Spirit Awards that got announced. We have the Critics' Choice. We all know what we're getting. We're getting to the Academy Award, in the new year, early in the new year. But two things completely struck me as interesting to talk about. The first one is the highly, highly touted, super successful X-Men 97. Got nominated for a Critics' Choice Award for Best Cartoon. I just want to see what its category, like who's in this category. Because this fucking show's got to win something. I mean, this was just a set the world on fire show for Disney Plus. B-Show, what category it's in as far as? Oh no, it's going against Bluey. Oh no, not Bluey.
Fuck, Bluey's gonna kill X-Men.
Bluey's gonna wipe the floor with X-Men.
Best animated series, it looks like.
Those are the 6. Oh no, it's not gonna win. It's not gonna win.
Bluey, Simpsons, which if I heard right, just got canceled but picked up by Comedy Central.
I don't know if that's accurate, but
okay. Invincible, which is cool, but it's a little
fantastic,
talky.
but it takes 6 years to make 6 episodes.
What's that Batman? Are you familiar with that one?
That's the one that went to HBO, I believe.
Let me
The
see if
Cape
it's on.
Crusader.
Oh, Caped Crusader, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that's like noir, I think, kind of.
Bob's Burgers.
Oh, enough with the Bob's Burgers. It's a funny show. It's just like the running joke.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, I have to say, Shah, I now that I see this category, I am not getting my hopes up for the X-Men TV show.
I'm surprised. Does South Park ever get nominated?
No.
No.
It gets nominated in comedy categories, but not. This is all more or less children or age. Invincible's certainly not a kids show. I can tell you that. It's not even close.
And I would dare say X-Men '97, really, and even The Simpsons. That's
Yeah,
a weird
Simpsons.
mix.
It's a weird mix here.
A lot of
Yeah.
inside jokes that I wouldn't say
Oh,
is
yeah.
like necessarily a kids joke. No, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, if you put a gun to my head, I would say they'll probably give it to something like Bob's Burgers or The Simpsons for longevity, Shah. But I was really hoping that this X-Men stood a chance here.
I mean, I'm probably the least informed on this topic, but I'm gonna guess X-Men might get this, man.
That would be
I saw a lot of
shocking.
hype.
That'd be
I think they
shocking.
might. I saw a lot of people talking about it, man. I haven't heard people talking about The Simpsons and Bob's Burger. Like
It
that
would be.
X-Men thing.
it'd
That was
be
kind of
insane.
viral. Like I was seeing it
Oh,
on
it's
my
huge.
page.
This is tremendous. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a big fucking deal. B show, but I mean, we've seen most of these shows more or less, and we've seen it. Like, I know we're making a heart bet here, but I don't see it.
No, I'm pulling for it as the emotional favorite, but oh my god, that series was so fucking
Oh,
good.
it's incredible, dude.
And I understand, some of that relies on nostalgia and understanding watching the series before or being involved. Oh yeah, like Joe Punches. What's his name?
Gambit episode.
What's it? My name is Gambit, or
The name is Gambit. Yeah, the name
yeah,
is
Mon
Gambit.
Ami. That I fucking cried.
That's the episode they submitted for their award. So you have to
Dude.
submit an episode.
I
And
showed
this-
that to my kid. I showed that to my daughter. I was like, I know this is a cartoon, but bear with me. And she was like, I get it. It's important. Like, it's really sad. Why would you watch this show? Like,
Dude,
it's
my
fucking
brother,
awesome.
one of my brother-in-laws, two of my brother-in-laws watched it. One of them had a way more emotional connection to it. They're both in their, one's 50 and the other one's in his 40s. And the one in the 40s was like, I was not like prepared for that, man. He was like, he goes, I was watching it with the kid. His kids are a lot younger than yours. He was watching it with his youngest, who's like 6. And he was like, yeah, we're going to skip this one for you. Like,
Yeah.
he was just like, we're not.
Oh, I didn't show my son that one. I showed my daughter, who's a little older, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is why you don't judge a book by its cover. It's an X-Men show, but look how fucking emotional this is. It was.
Yeah, it was very adult. It was felt very real. Like felt like somebody actually died. But another shocking this is shocking to us. So, the unfortunately disappointing, not terrible by any stretch, certainly, but the disappointing VHS output this year that came out is also nominated for a Critics' Choice Award. I saw this today, and I immediately sent this to a whole bunch of people. I was like, check this out. Bisho, can we flush this out for the people who might not know this? Because this is kind of a big fucking deal.
Yeah, so we just talked about the Critics' Choice for Best Animated Series. It appears VHS Beyond, that we were all pretty disappointed with. It was okay, but didn't blow
Okay.
us away. It has also been nominated for the Best Made-for-TV Series, Made-for-TV Movie, I
Made
guess.
for TV movie. And it's probably got deep category there. If we could find the category, I'm curious.
I'm trying to find it, but it's kind of buried.
Now, Shah, if all the VHSs in all the world that you could have said got nominated for a mainstream commercial award, would you have picked this one?
Honestly, yes. I mean, I can't think. Yeah, I mean, name a better one to. I mean, 99, 85, 94. They were very like
85.
niche. This was at least around one specific topic for the most part, aliens, and that's kind of mainstream. So I kind of get why this one would be a little bit more popular than the previous ones, because I saw a lot of people talking about this. To be honest with you,
Well, it
You
had
know?
a lot of hype because of the success of the series. I mean, and it was Halloween time. Bisha, let us know what it's in the category, what its competition here is.
Okay, so The Great Lillian Hall from HBO Max. It's What's Inside on Netflix, which I've just started hearing about that.
Yes, I've just started hearing about that too.
Musica from Prime Video.
Okay.
Out of My Mind by Disney Plus.
Don't know what that is.
And Rebel Ridge, we reviewed that a while ago on Netflix.
Yes, that is the guy who did Green Room, and yeah. So that's his. I never finished it. I got into it, but I just kind of lost interest.
As good as, and I'm seeing it down here mentioned for Best Actor in a Limited Series, I'm surprised The Penguin hasn't been nominated for this
It was nominated
category.
for 4 categories. It got 4
Ah,
nominees
okay.
today. Yeah, it got a lot. Shah, I mean, look, I don't even know what most of these things are, but that kind of stands out in that category, don't you think?
I mean, for me personally, it's the only one that I recognized as
Yeah.
far as the title. So that's my go-to, obviously. But
Yeah.
I hope it wins, man. I mean, VHS. I want them to continue this. Like I don't necessarily need more Terrifiers and more Halloweens or anything, but VHS is a concept that you can make 100 of them,
Yeah.
and I won't care because every single one they're shorts, so you can keep it going. ABC's of Death, they tried to do that. I
Yeah.
wasn't really, those
It
sucked.
was more low budget, though. It was more
Yeah, that
low
shit was
budget.
trash. But VHS, I'm with it, man. I'm on the VHS train.
B-Show, what are we thinking? I mean, because like I think it's got some interest. It doesn't have like knockout competition here. It's possible it could split votes among the critics, and because it does have Mike Flanagan attached to it, his wife wrote and directed that episode that got very, very good press. A lot of people considered that like maybe one of the best shorts, of the entire series there, if not one of their favorite shorts that they've seen. Do you think that's fueling it, perhaps, like because it has Mike Flanagan's name in it and he's kind of
And his wife, and she's hot shit right now. I mean,
Yeah,
she
they're
was
hot
in
shit.
that.
Katie Siegel.
She was in like Best of Horror or whatever it was for Shudder a couple months ago too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. I'm glad horror is getting nominated because there's so much good shit coming out. Hollywood still kind of thumbs its nose at horror, so it's nice to see it nominated. I'm just really surprised this was nominated. I'm trying to think of something else that could be considered made-for-TV movie that was streaming, but Creep Tapes probably came out too late.
Yeah, too late.
Have you guys, speaking of that, because it's
I
very
haven't.
similar
I've
to
been so
VHS.
busy. I got to check it out. I know it's weekly episodical, right? So
They're
there's, like,
they're okay. I made it through like the third or fourth one, and then it
Oh,
started
wow.
to get a little bit samey.
okay. Shah, have you got to check out any of the Creep tapes before the end of the year?
No, I have not. No.
Yeah, I just haven't had
I
time.
should. I have Shudder, and I don't watch anything else on there, so I probably should.
Well, now you have all the fucking. Now it's got all the fucking holiday horror section in there. It's pretty dense. So that's, and every week they're adding more. They just released the schedule, but we'll keep an eye on it for sure. I mean, look, if these two fucking properties end up pulling out critics' choices, Jesus fucking Christ! Especially in a year where there was a lot of good shit happening. It's interesting to keep your eye on. But we have a bunch of trailers we wanted to get to. And we're just going to kick it off with the most controversial. This might be one of the more controversial trailers we've ever talked about. The much not anticipated Disney live-action version of Snow White. Most of the bad press hinges around two things. The first was the refusal to cast dwarfs in the movie, because a big part of because actor Peter Dinklage. His shitting on it when they were in the process of doing this, so they decided to go full CGI, which takes 7 jobs, if not dozens of jobs, between stand-ins away from actual people who are dwarves. And then, of course, the lead actress, who is a lightning rod of controversy, who says a lot of crazy shit on social media. I feel like she is almost like an AEW fan, or has like a Fightful account. I forget her name. And then, of course, you have Gal Gadot playing the jealous, wicked stepmother. But we're going to watch the trailer. There are people who are calling it possibly the worst trailer of all time. And I'm not making any of this up. So it's for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which they took out of their fucking thing.
This was my father's kingdom. A place of fairness. But the queen changed everything.
Take him away!
Your Majesty,
What did you say?
the people need some kindness.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Okay, let's stop this for a quick
Magic
second.
mirror.
Just for a quick second. First and foremost, I want to get you guys' opinion on the CG, because this is a Disney property. Shah, I think the CG looks awful.
Yeah, nothing looks real, man.
Nothing
That's my
looks good.
problem. Like nothing looks real. Like this should be a set. Nothing right now.
Beautiful
should be
set, like a gorgeous, like Wicked
Yes.
was a set. I could see why people are like, it's gorgeous. I mean, it looks colorful.
Dude, not to switch topics, but I just rewatched Caligula.
I
the
love Caligula. I'm
Michael
I'm
McDowell
a
movie.
super Caligula fan.
Dude, they just released it on 4K. the fucking sets that they built in the
Yeah, they built
70s,
everything.
dude, that's what Disney should do. That why the fuck are you not doing that? I don't. CGI takes me out, dude. Like when the whole movie's made out of CGI,
I know, and you're
I
not
can
the only
instantly
person.
tell what's CGI and what's not.
Marquise goes, "This looks like PlayStation 3."
It does, dude. It looks
Bisha,
crap.
right? I mean, even like Gal Gadot looks AI.
Yeah, it reminds me of when Tim Burton remade Alice in Wonderland. Like, I didn't hate that movie, but it just, nothing looked real. Nothing had weight to it. Nothing felt tangible. It was almost as bad as when you watch the prequel trilogy in Star Wars. It's like, you can clearly tell they're walking around on a green fucking mat behind a green fucking curtain.
All right, let's run through this because it gets so much worse. But as of right now, my biggest critique is it looks like Marquis said, it looks like a video. Everything looks fake.
Mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
Famed is thy beauty,
I wonder who
majesty.
that is.
But a lovely maiden I now behold.
She's cute.
Look at you.
People say she's
And
not
I
cute. She's
just
cute.
want to be.
I don't know if she's better looking than Gal Gadot.
I know. Yeah, it's just a silly premise.
The queen is evil. You must flee into the woods.
I'm just looking to see if anything looks good. All right, so we got a long way here to go, but all right, that doesn't look as terrible. The
My
woods.
parents always said this forest was a magical place.
I mean, that's cute. I can see kids. I mean, look, that's cute. I mean, that
Yeah,
looks like
dude,
out of a fairy
like-
tale. It's sweet.
It's fine to have the animals as CGI.
Yeah, look at that.
Why does
That's adorable.
why does the
Here we go.
set have to be CGI?
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
That's nightmare fuel.
Oh boy. Okay, let's stop.
What
it
did you
here.
think I was?
We have to stop it here.
Wow.
Okay, this is terrible. This is. Shah,
look like
those aren't even
gnomes.
dwarves. Those are gnomes. Those are
Yeah, these are
garden-
gnomes. These look like literal gnomes. Why are we surprised though? This is no different than the Jungle Book and Lion King. Like this is the same type of graphics.
Wow, guys, I didn't know that this was this bad. B-Show.
I hate everything about this, dude.
Holy shit, dude.
It's trash.
Holy trash. It's
Oh,
trash.
They could probably save all this money and just, like you guys said, hire, like, do effects makeup like this, or do like
Good
real sets
God.
and shit. Like, I did not expect like a live action version of David the Gnome. For those who remember that show, like, this is weird.
Well, there was a garden gnome movie, wasn't there? Like a garden, the garden.
Yeah, but that was like a cute kids movie that was like all CG, like computer animated. It wasn't like blended. Like
well, that's what this
Fuck.
is. Let's see how much worse it gets. We got a minute of
Nothing
pain.
You'll be safe from the
Wow,
queen.
this is a video game cutscene.
The queen stole everything from all of us. I'm gonna need your help.
And her
It's time to
hair looks
restore our
dirty. Like her
kingdom.
hair doesn't look washed. Yeah, this is a video game. This looks like a video game.
Bro, even the apple is fake. Why is
The
the
apple
apple
looks like
fake?
shit.
Why is the apple fake?
This is our kingdom, and now we're here to take it back.
You were saying.
I'm sorry, my dear.
Oh, that looks just like the witch. That the evil witch.
I
Oh,
frighten
wow,
you?
that looks like
That's the best looking part of the trailer.
That's looking part of the
Apple. Look
The
at
apple
the
isn't even
fucking
real.
apple, bro.
They CG'd
What?
the apple, yo. What
Right.
the fuck?
Why do you need to CGI an apple? Like, what the fuck? Is
Look how flat it looks too. Look how flat in her hand it looks.
Come on, man.
Look, her hand looks. Dude, look at her hand.
Everything. This
Look at
looks
her
AI,
hand.
dude.
This is AI generated. I have to say that looks just like the witch. The whatever the fucking witch is called. I'm not as familiar with Snow White. So I gotta admit, listen, I am. I'm like tongue twisted because I'm just so initially I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Initially I thought a lot of the hate was just because it's trendy to hate this broad, and it's trendy to piss on like all of this like woke shit, and it's just exhausting to do that. And now I see the trailer show and I feel radicalized. Like I actually feel like I actually like I like you. Why are they doing this?
Okay. I've had a theory for years that even with the live action stuff, Disney has always been like about animated films. Like that's been their bread and butter. So I don't know if they're trying to be as close to animated and like fantasy world as they can be while still using real people. Maybe that's it, or maybe it's just really bad. As far as the gnomes go, I think they just basically said, "Look, we tried not casting dwarves. We can't CG dwarves after taking that stance. So let's do something dwarf adjacent. Let's just put gnomes in there instead."
Oh, yeah, those are gnomes. They're gnomes.
But
Everything
yeah.
looks terrible. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
Fuck the hand in the middle. Look at the background hand. That's even worse. Like,
That's what I'm talking about. That looks
Dude.
fucking fake. That looks fake. That looks like out of the Arthur cartoon or something. Like
I'm like ready to riot right now, dude. This is
It's
like
terrible.
this is unacceptable, man. I feel like I'm a girl with like blue hair in Seattle in 2020, dude. I'm ready to burn this shit down. This is, like,
I feel like I've been radicalized by this trailer. And by the way, B-Show, the guy who wrote that Forbes review called this the worst trailer in movie history. Like,
I don't know about.
yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know about movie history, but this is fucking bad. Like, I don't know who this is trying. Unless you're already locked and loaded going to this movie or have a boner for Snow White. Like, I don't know who's seeing this and going like, I have to go see this movie.
Yeah.
And like, how expensive was this? Do we know?
Couple $100 million, I would say, maybe 150. We'll find out. So it comes out in March. Weird time to put it out. Still winter in the Northeast. I think they should have bit the bullet and put this on TV and just walked away from it and pretended like it didn't happen. But there's a lot of controversy to this, which we're not going to get into, between the star and her Middle East stance while she's in a movie with the highest grossing Israeli film star of all time. Not really sure what's going to happen there for the red carpet. But yeah, it's the gnomes. It's everything looks terrible. Forget about that political shit. It just looks
save so much
terrible.
money. This is probably like a $300 million movie, man.
I'm gonna say 170,
They could
180.
save probably like $100 million by just actually, like, Disney needs to touch grass. You know what I mean? They need to go outside, like, live real life. You don't have to fucking CGI grass and apples. You could have saved money by just going outside.
I can't wait for this to come out. Like, we're gonna have a field day with this in the new year.
Dude,
But,
CGI grass is crazy. That's
CGI
crazy.
apple is crazy. CGI hand in the scene. They probably CGI'd that whole scene and AI'd that scene because the apple was fake. So the hand is fake. But I will say the one redeeming quality is I thought the animals looked kind of fucking adorable. Bambi is in there. I don't know if you guys saw Bambi is actually in there. And then and this segueing into Bambi, $209 million budget. Oh my God. And I thought that witch thing looked exactly like from the fucking cartoon.
Yeah, that was the best part about the trailer.
Like literally, like come to life. That's a redeeming thing. But the actress there, her hair looks dirty. She looks like a dirty girl who works in a cafe, like whose vagina you could smell from across the room because she doesn't use deodorant or is never douched. But we're gonna move on to something better, hopefully.
True.
Now, Shah has keyed us into a movie called Abruptio. Shah, what is Abruptio? Because that sounds like something an Italian does when they make a harsh decision without thinking about it.
So I had no idea what this movie is. Apparently, it was made last year, and it took about 15 to 20 years to make. For people that are familiar with Anchor Bay, it used to be like a big physical media label.
Oh, yeah.
They would put out all the horror movies. Like, if back in the DVD days, if you got a horror movie, it was probably Anchor Bay. Unless it was like Full Moon or some shit like that.
Full Moon.
Yeah. But Anchor Bay put out all the classics. It's like the Scream Factory of back in the day. So Anchor Bay just returned, I think, after like almost 15 years of being out of physical media. Which, dude, I'm telling you, physical media is blowing up again, man. I'm seeing VHS. Dude, VHS tapes are fucking red hot right now. Alien Romulus just put them out. Substance got a VHS. Everything that's coming out is getting a VHS release now, too.
Terrifier's going to get one, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But point being is Anchor Bay is back, and their first movie that they released is this movie right here. And apparently it took almost 15, 20 years to make. It's kind of like, from my understanding, I haven't watched the trailer. It's kind of like slow motion or whatever that movie was called.
Stop motion.
Stop motion. Yeah.
Stop motion. But it's not like claymation. From my understanding, it's real life-size puppets.
Okay.
So
now that Abruptio, that sounds like Italian, possibly Spanish of some kind. I assume this is not an American-made movie.
I don't think so. No.
All right. Well, we're going to check it out now. Abruptio. Anchor Bay. Wow. Anchor Bay.
Haven't seen that logo in a while.
I know. Wow. Look
Dude,
at
it's so
this.
cool to see that. They changed
Oh
their
my
logo.
God. Look at this.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck this, man.
I didn't think I was capable of.
Oh my god.
How do you know it's a bomb?
Oh, I'm into this.
Les Hackle, will you come with me?
You're here to provide your confession. I haven't done anything.
Evan Marlowe. I gotta look this guy up.
That, Lester? An emptiness that you can't fill.
Schizophrenic skedaddle.
Did he just rip that dude's feet off?
Yeah. Jordan Peele, Sid. Hey, can you go back? Can you rewind that a little bit?
Yeah, hang on.
Can you rewind that? What was it here? James Marsters, Christopher McDonald, Hannah Mae Lee, Jordan Peele, Sid Haig, Robert Englund.
Sid Haig and Robert Englund?
Well, it took 20 years to make the movie.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Sid Haig died, right? Like 4 years ago?
4 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, this movie's been in the making for a long time, apparently.
Wait, Christopher McDonald, isn't that Shooter McGavin?
Yes. And James Marsters, is that Cyclops from the original X-Men trilogy? I think he is.
That might be.
Robert Englund. I haven't seen Robert Englund in anything in like 20 years. Okay, let's finish this trailer. This is fascinating, yo.
Oh my god.
I'm losing my mind.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Is there a blessing we should say or something?
Do you think anyone's listening?
Oh. Yo, all right. Before we all lose our shit, I just want to... Bisho, can we pull this up online and just see? Marsters is Spike from Buffy. Thank you. That's who he is. Okay, when he had the frosted hair. Wow. So this could be like the last thing. Triari is like, what in the Kevin Castle is this?
Dude, we can watch this right now on Amazon Prime.
I can't watch it. We can't watch it right now.
No, I'm just saying. $1.99, you can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Take my money. Shah, you're all over this. I could tell.
Yeah, I'm into it. I didn't see the trailer yet. I kind of had an idea of what I was getting into, but I'm into this, man. Don't even buy it off Amazon, though, dude. Go support the fucking Anchor Bay.
Anchor Bay.
Man. Go buy that shit. You know, support that, man.
82.
11 reviews, but still 82%.
Abruptio. Can we scroll down a little bit? I just want to see who's who in the movie. Cast and crew over there. All right, James Marsden. Yeah, he's well, he doesn't have the spiked hair anymore. Hannah Mae Ling, Jordan Peele, Robert Englund. Wow, Sid Haig. Damn, that's impressive.
Other than James Marsters as like the main guy and Christopher McDonald as the police chief, everyone's just credited his voice. Well, except for Hannah Mae Lee, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Well, listen, I would check this out. Wow. I just what do you say, Bisha?
It's so fucking man. I don't know if I've watched a movie that even if it doesn't scare me, it's just so like visually off-putting since I watched Tourist Trap the first time. Just the dead eyes, the uncanny valley effect of the puppets and like hearing the human voices. It's like in the delivery too. It's not just the voices, it's like I think I'm losing my mind. And it's like this weird puppet. Oh my god.
Yeah, the puppet has like facial features. Like he looks like a haggard middle-aged.
The texture, it's the texture of the skin. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't like it, dude.
And the dead eyes.
I can tell it's like a suit. There's a human inside that fucking thing.
Oh, stop! That's gonna creep me out.
No, there is. You can tell. There's a human inside.
No, there isn't. Don't say there is. That's so awful. No wonder it took 20 years. Jesus Christ Almighty! Yeah, I'm surprised. Okay, I mean, look, if anybody sees it, drop us a line.
They're coming out on some weird shit. I like.
Holy fucking shit! And of course, Ivan Harris says, "Rest in peace, Captain Spaulding." Yeah, Sid Haig. I'm sure we're gonna recognize him right away in that movie too, right? P-Show, you're gonna know, right? Like that's Sid Haig.
Oh, that voice, man! I think he's my favorite part of the Rob Zombie trilogy. Just Captain Spaulding. Yeah.
He's everybody's favorite part, I think.
Don't you like clowns, kid? Aren't we fucking funny? As he's like waving a gun in his mom's face and shit.
So uncomfortable. He's so uncomfortable. So we got a couple more trailers we're gonna check out, but woo! I just need to decompress there for a second.
Hey man, Anchor Bay to come back after 15 years. What a pick to come back to.
They got 2 other releases too. They announced 3 at the same time. I didn't check out the other 2, but I'm curious now. They kind of sold me on the first one, so. I want to see the other two.
I hope it gets a little bit more attention just because
Yeah.
it looks so different and it's so creepy.
This will be on Shudder though, 100%. This is a Shudder movie.
Shudder can't wait to buy this. They probably already put the rights into it. But we have a couple of trailers. One of them is a retro trailer based on a cult Michael Mann movie. For those of you not familiar with Michael Mann, he's made some outstanding films. More of his more mainstream films would be the Miami Vice reboot, which he is the creator of the original TV show. He also did the pre-Silence of the Lambs Manhunter, based on the Red Dragon book. Michael Mann also, I mean, he's got a storied career, but he also did Collateral with Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx. What am I missing, Shah? We're missing some biggies there. Heat. Oh, jeez.
Ooh, wow.
The main one, yeah.
Woo! Hold on. Oh my God.
Ali. He did Ali.
Ali.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Let's just pull him up for people unfamiliar with him.
Yeah,
he's not like a household name.
I'm pretty sure he did Ali though. I'm almost positive.
Well, he did a one-time horror film many, many years ago, earlier in his career. Let's just pull him up here. I just want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him up first, and then I've got the trailer waiting to go.
So he did a movie called The Keep, which has a massive cult following. It's a World War II themed horror film, I think, starring a young Sam Neill. Last of the Mohicans.
Oh shit!
Oh wow, guys, look at this.
Oh, he did Ferrari.
Yeah, he did do Ferrari. That's why I went and saw it because he did.
Oh, that's crazy. I forgot about that.
Oh, The Insider is one of my favorite fucking movies.
Yeah, I heard that's good. I've never seen.
Oh, is that good? The Insider is outstanding. Wow, what a Jesus! This guy.
Have you seen L.A. Takedown? That's listed in there too.
No, that's an OG movie. It's supposed to be real, real good. It's got a cult following. Thief with James Caan is a big movie. Anyway, he did this movie called The Keep. And Shah, you just brought this to our attention. This was sort of like a lost film because of some controversy with him in the studio.
So this movie's been lost since the VHS days. So this never got any kind of upgrades. And the main reason is because Michael Mann wanted this to be a 3-hour movie. I believe it was Paramount, but they cut it down to an hour and a half. And he got really pissed off. And he just said, I want to have nothing to do with this movie. I never want it released. So after VHS, it was a forgotten movie. It was very hard to get a hold of. Other than, I think Germany put it out on like DVD or something, you know, like once, but it wasn't widely accessible. So out of nowhere, Vinegar Syndrome had a Black Friday sale. And this movie, man, people have been fucking begging for this since DVD days. And they put this out on 4K. They had 15,000 units, and I bought one of them. And I was skeptical because I'd never seen this movie. And I put it in my cart, man. That bitch turned out to be fucking $60 shipped.
Jesus,
and I was like, yo, I don't know if I want to pay $60
with the shipping.
Yeah.
For the
and I was like, yo, I don't know if I want to pay $60. Well, I pay $60 for one-time movies a lot, but it's movies that I love. So like it's worth it for me. Like a limited edition of a movie I love, I'll pay $60 for it. I don't know this movie, so I was like, but it was selling out quickly. Like I've never seen before. Because on Vinegar Syndrome's site, you can see the countdown of how many are selling.
That's amazing. I love that they do that, by the way. I love that. It's like a ticker
FOMO,
feature.
man.
I love
Fear
it.
of missing out, dude. You know, they
and it's a great sales idea, isn't it, B-Show? It's like a brilliant sales strategy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, fuck. It reminds me of Escape from New York when he keeps looking at the watch to see how much time he's got before the bombs go off. Same thing, man. To instill that kind of like panic buying in people, that's a whole other level.
Well, it works, Shah.
This set a record for Vinegar Syndrome, man. They sold 15,000 units within 24 hours, and it sold out instantly.
Wow!
And it went on eBay for like fucking $250 to $300.
Oh my God! All right, let's watch the trailer. For those of you who are familiar with it, it is the cult classic Michael Mann rare gem, The Keep. What were you gonna say, Shah?
Yo, keep in mind, people haven't seen this since VHS days.
I rented it back in the day because
like the visuals, people were freaking out because they were like, "Yo, when I watched this at the theater or VHS, you could barely see the movie. I didn't really know what I was even watching."
Yes, they talked about that in the Shudder and the countdown. Of
Watch
the
this. Though. It looks.
All right, let's check it. We're gonna see the 4K Ultra HD trailer for the Michael Mann lost classic, The Keep. Yep, the eyes.
There's 108 crosses made of nickel embedded in the walls of the keep.
Wow. Where's the owner?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I don't know.
Look at that clarity,
Drives
man.
people out in the middle of a rainy night.
Dream.
Oh, I love it.
Has been released. What do you mean, something?
Holy shit!
Something here. A power.
Wow.
What's happened in this place?
What's happened?
Look, no
is the
CGI.
what was repressed
It feels like Excalibur.
Is spreading into the village.
Lance Henriksen?
Evil comes from the axe between man
Wow,
and
this
man.
looks stupendous.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Oh, Shah,
Dude, I
you
had to-
son of a bitch.
I had to instantly buy this, man. I
You have
bought
to
this
instantly watch this motherfucker.
Starve Acre. It was like that folk horror art movie. Art house
Oh, okay,
movie
yeah, I
we
think
watched.
we talked about it
I bought that one and the coffee table. I've heard a lot.
Everybody's
about
talking about the coffee table. I think Sam Hoyos, my buddy Sam, told us about
Yo, the coffee table. Yo, you know what, man? I totally forgot this. This is just off the script. Let's talk about this movie. But I have one more trailer. We have to squeeze this in. I totally forgot about this fucking movie, but you have to see it. You're gonna shit your pants when you see it. But yeah, I'm excited for this movie, man. I won't get it for like a month and a half, but
Oh, wow.
I'm glad to have it. It's like an investment. It's like fucking $300 now.
Bisho, this looks like an 80s like knockout, but they cleaned up the fucking film. Like, it's just amazing what they could do with this ultra 4K shit.
Well, that's what I was saying, man. Like, did you catch the Excalibur vibes from that? Like the old
From the
80s
back,
one?
yeah, from just the back, from the backdrops and all.
Yeah, and just the way it looks, like the texture, the scenery, and the way it's shot. It looks like, oh my god, I can't even put it into words. That looks fucking.
Is
awful.
that Lance Henriksen in the movie too with Sam Neill? I could have sworn I saw Lance Henriksen in that movie.
I thought so too.
And that's a good time period for him because he was in a lot of movies in the early 80s, and then he ends up getting in a lot of movies. I know Sam Neill is the star. It's
Scott Glenn, Ian McKellen, Gabriel Byrne.
Scott Glenn, not Sam Neill. Thank you. I was confused. All right, Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see Ricker, or who'd you say, Ricker Hauer?
I thought it was Lance Henriksen.
Lance. It's not either one of those.
Okay, so
No.
but it's Ian McKellen's in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Jesus, Shah, you lucky son of a bitch. All right, you're gonna have to do a full review of that when it comes out.
If you can, go to vinegarsyndrome.com and you'll see a title named 100 Beavers.
Hi-oh! That was
Click
my
that.
nickname in college.
Dude, this movie is low budget, but the amount of love that went into this fucking movie, I'm mad I missed out on this because this movie sold out in 15 minutes. This was gone in 15 minutes, the limited edition. So I missed out on this one, to be honest with you. But
Hundreds of Beavers.
yeah,
Here we
hundreds
go.
of Beavers. Yeah,
Hundreds of
watch
Beavers.
this.
Okay.
This is like some like film school low quality shit, but you'll appreciate the passion that went into editing this movie on a low budget.
Is the
Called the
trailer on
episode-
here?
Is
Yeah,
there
if you go on the
trailer?
website, it should be scroll down. It should
Hundreds of Beavers. All right, let's,
be. Yeah, right
oh,
there.
here we go. Okay, let's just take a quick look at this.
Have you seen Hundreds of Beavers?
Hundreds of beavers.
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 Dude, I love this movie.
Oh, this is new. I thought this was an old movie.
It's great to watch a movie
No, it's a
together with
new
a lot of people. It's an enthusiastic experience.
Actually, yo, just go to YouTube and look up the actual trailer. I think this is more like
This is the trailer.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's coming. It's coming.
We're getting there. What the fuck is this?
It's like an old school silent film, but like made today. Yo, I need this.
Oh my God.
It looks fantastic.
I love it, man, because they know what they're doing. It's low budget and they know it.
Oh, it looks so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the
There we
Beavers
go.
are dope. Oh my God.
I want to see this so badly. I need to see it.
Jesus.
It's so random.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Wow. This looks amazing.
It's
Look at this shit.
look at all the awards it won.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is, the budget was probably like $5,000, man.
Wow. This looks fun. This
And
is
it's
a
so-
hard film, right?
Got that like old school Charlie Chaplin vibe to it. You know?
Yeah, Buster Keaton.
Oh, this is fun. Wow.
And you know you're not supposed to take it seriously too. That's the best part.
Yep, exactly. They know
There's
what to
probably
do.
no speaking parts, right? Shah, I think there's no spoiler.
No, it's silent film. Yeah, silent film.
I'm kind of getting a Monty Python feel from the animation too.
Oh, it looks so fun.
Dude, I need this. This looks so good.
Wow, I'm into that. Wow, Shah, that's a gem you discovered there.
Vinegar Syndrome, man, I'm telling you, man. They put out some gems, dude.
This looks great. Apparently, this is very well known. But everyone in the chat's fired up for that, Shah. You found a gem. That looks like a Christmas movie, too. It looks like a fun movie to watch for Christmas.
Yeah.
Bisho, I wonder if it's age appropriate. Might be fun to watch with the kid.
You know, I doubted when he said hundreds of beavers, but let me check for the rating real quick.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything too extreme.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's
probably
made
very
to be
mild
slapstick.
violence. Like, I mean,
yeah, like cartoon violence. You know, hundreds of actual beavers is what we should call the episode. My God.
I can't find an MPAA rating.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look like there's anything heady in there or anything like that. Cool idea. You know, I never heard of that before, but apparently it's very culty. We got one more trailer, and then we're going to jump on to Patreon. We have a super countdown we're going to do on the Patreon there tonight. So now this is called Bloody Axe Wound. I feel like I've heard of this before. Oh, it's rated B for Beaver. That's what they call the episode, Drew Yari. Rated B for Beaver.
That's it. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew. Rated B for Beaver.
Jesus.
Oh, I love that word Beaver so much. It's just the greatest. It's the greatest euphemism like of my life.
We were at
Sorry,
go
what
ahead,
were you
yeah.
gonna say?
No, I was gonna say we were at a family party recently, and my cousin was mad at his wife, and she kind of spoiled his fun. And out of nowhere, he just goes, "Yeah," and then the angry beaver had to come along and ruin it, and everyone just turns and looks like, "You fucking said that about your wife?"
I just love that euphemism Beaver word. Like I love beavers. They're adorable. I follow a lot of beaver sites. They're beaver rescue sites. They're so cute. Apparently, the parents, the beaver mothers, are like worse than bunny moms. They just fucking leave you to die, and then they cry like real babies. It's horrifying. But Drew, that was a slam dunk, my friend. Rated B for Beaver. I can't stop saying it. But we have a trailer called Bloody Axe Wound. I can't. I'm sorry. I might need a minute.
Drew, I'm with you. I love angry beavers too.
Angry
you spoot
Beavers.
head.
The Angry Beaver over here. I'm going to steal that too. All right, here's a Bloody Axe Wound.
So the premise of this was, what if Jason had a daughter?
Yes. Yes. Shudder, of course. Look at this shit. Oh my God.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
It's Negan.
You wanted to see me?
I don't want to see that wolf in any more films. Got it?
Got it.
That's I know who that is too. That's Larry Feston.
Oh
In my town of Clover Falls, real-life massacres have been put on tape and packaged for decades. And while some dads fix toilets, my dad terminates teens.
Oh my God.
Series needs new legs. We're barely staying afloat month to month.
Why not me?
Because you're a girl.
What?
Sorry, woman.
That's not him.
Ma, I mean no disrespect,
Oh
but she's
my
got to
God.
hear this.
Oh, I need to see
We
this.
both know I can hack it better than any ding-dong out there.
I've heard high school is a target-rich environment.
Are you a narc?
Was her name Laverne
I'm
Shern?
a narc. I mean, I'm not a narc.
God.
I wouldn't narc.
Were you one of those goody-goodies at your old school?
Not exactly.
Love to hear how everything's come together.
They're not all that bad.
There's just been so much death at this school. But I'm glad you're here.
Offing Sam just doesn't feel right.
You can't let your emotions cloud your judgment.
What's wrong with a little change?
This isn't up for debate. Sam dies. Kill her. Finish the
That
job.
looks a little bit like
or I
the
will.
Creep mask.
Yeah.
Oh, he is so pissed.
Oh wow,
Who
so
are
then
you?
he starts doing it.
Good eye, Don Stoney.
Yeah, the Peach Fuzz from Creep for sure. Can we look that movie up real quick? Shah, I like the idea. I'm not really big on horror comedies, but I like the idea. I think it's fucking funny.
Yeah, I like the idea more so than the actual movie, probably. The trailer didn't really grab me at all.
I just want to see who's.
I can understand why people would be into it, though. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I'm not really big into like these Shudder half comedy, half horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of them.
Jeffrey, who plays the dad?
Is it Billy
That guy,
Burke?
Billy, yeah, click on that guy. His voice sounded very familiar. Oh, he doesn't look that much different. Oh, this dude's in a lot of shit. He was the dad from the Twilight movies.
Drive Angry.
He's in a lot of stuff. How the fuck did they get Negan in such a small fucking movie? He must know them or something.
I don't know, but he it looks like Ezekiel. I watched Walking Dead for a while. Ezekiel from Walking Dead was the teacher in it, I think.
Okay, so maybe there's a connection there. But I think it looks good, Bisha. I would check this out. I like the idea.
I just thought it was funny that my buddy Pat in high school used to refer to a woman's nether region as an axe wound, and now we have a movie about a female serial killer called
Wow, we're
Bleeding
really
Axe
laying
Wound.
the euphemisms on big time for vaginae. My good, vagine.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. I'm with you guys. I'm not a huge fan of horror comedy, especially the Shudder ones that are goofy, but it looks interesting.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting idea. I don't know. It looks fun. Listen, we have a shit ton we want to get to over at the old Patreon. So please consider going to patreon.com/Spitball Media. $5, you can get in on really, the Q&A, but also access to the full catalog going back years ago to the Break the Apocalypse days. Every bonus show we've ever done. There's solo shows. There's weekly mini bonus shows. There's a secondary bonus show. There's a Q&A show. There's theme shows. Shah does solo shows. B-Show does solo shows. I do solo shows. Everything in there. But this has definitely been Don Stoney, a Beaver heavy episode for sure. But let's plug some of our pals. Why don't we do that? Let's plug the Rich Dow podcast. Let's plug the Drew Yari Experience and our friends, the Deathmatch Outlaws, the Cassette Classics 86 on the YouTubes, the Down on the Thundercast, of course, Don Tony and Kevin Castle. And then you have the Wrestling Soup, Necromaniacs podcast. They're going to be doing their year-end show pretty soon. Keep an eye out for that. And Human Experience podcast. And of course, my buddy Ringsiders Wrestling on YouTube, my good buddies in the UK. Mojo and Dirk's Most Dastardly Show, the Gardan of Doom. We have the Old Guy Metalcast and MJW Games. Cherry Jesus on YouTube and his band Kaiser. The Red River Podcast, that's our buddy Sam Hoyos and his band Playing Dead. Bayou Geeks, that's Fate 316. The High Marks Podcast. The Midnight Mass Creature Cast, the Weekly Detour with Anthony Nelson and Teddy. The Guns and Geeks Podcast. Shah, you want them hitting that old subscribe to the Planet Mondo on YouTube, correct?
Yes, sir. I might be returning in 2025, so go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate that.
Oh,
and,
that's
please
excellent.
be patient.
Please be patient. He'll be with you short. Hold on to your beef. He'll get to you. And of course, B-Show Brian, anything on the B-Show Brian channel other than hitting that subscribe?
Yes, I appreciate that. I am working on some new stuff for the new year. I was hoping to get something out for next Friday because it's Friday the 13th, but I don't think it's going to happen. So just go subscribe, stay tuned, and much love, guys.
And hit that subscribe. And of course, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend. Consider joining the Patreon for the holidays. Consider hanging out with us more often. Thank you to everybody hanging out in the chat. We're getting excited for the year-end top final five. We're going to probably do it in 2 weeks. So if you have yours, get your list together. We'll let you know. We'll give you a advance notice next week, but it's more than likely going to be in 2 weeks. There. We'll see you next week on the regular show, Spitball Media Podcast.